Hello. Hello, hello. Y'all know what time it. Oh, what the fuck is this? Sorry, Spotify opened up and it said, "Welcome to your studio," and I don't know what that means. I just want to have my music going on in the back. What is the studio? What the fuck is the studio? Just play my music. Don't do anything else. Anyways, chatting time. Hello. Hi, everybody. Hey, everybody. How's it going? Happy Monday. Hope y'all are doing well. Hope everybody's having a good time. Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome in. Also, Chrono Dragon with the 35 stream streak going crazy with it. Hi, everybody, though. I was about to say happy. I was gonna say happy Monday. I was gonna say, was I saying happy birthday right then? But it's yapping time. It's yapping time. How's it going? How's everybody doing? Have a good weekend. I had an eventfully uneventful weekend. I want to say I had an eventful pre-weekend, if you will. The time before the weekend, the couple days, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday type shit was full of things that I cannot talk about here. But it was full. And then my weekend was very chill. Just playing games, hanging out with the homies. I very recently got Smalls back into Monster Hunter, which I'm very excited for because as y'all know, I love Monster Hunter. And so I have somebody else I can play that with. Yes, NDA things. Speaking of small mods, take the bear. Just take the entire bear. I was gonna say take his hands, but take the whole damn bear. Also, CERN with the 7 stream streak. Whoa! Thank you. Welcome back. Thank you so much. Oh my goodness. How was Okai? Okai was so good. The bear that the mods are now taking away, I got to meet at Offkai and hang out with. I forgot to talk about this, but it was very funny because we were hanging out on Sunday. I saw him right before the ToonTuber meetup, and like me and him were chilling while John went to go like get a coffee. And Dougie's like, I assume that man, that scary looking man that's always by you is your husband. Yes, I'm like, yes, that is my husband. That's John. He goes, he terrifies me. Anytime I make any type of joke and everybody's laughing, I look over and see him, and he's the only one that doesn't even crack a smile. Like Ducky Dog. My husband just has he wears noise canceling like earphones whenever he's at cons because John does not care to be at the con. He's only there to like make sure that nobody like does anything weird towards me. Like he's just my bodyguard at conventions. He doesn't necessarily really care for the con itself or for the people there or anything like that. And so a lot of times whenever we're talking, he has his headphones in and he doesn't actually hear what's happening. So I had to tell Dougie like, no, he does not hate you. In fact, he very much fucks with you. He thinks you're like pretty great actually. Because of course, me and my husband, we be yapping about things that we see around and whatnot and how certain VTubers are. And he specifically said that Dougie is exactly who like he shows he is, like on stream Dougie and in real life Dougie, same things. And John very much appreciates that. So, but that was very, no, he's genuinely looking like Secret Service, like so much. Why'd you get so close to the screen when you talk? Because you need to know. You need to know how much I like Monster Hunter. That's why I got so close to the screen. And because it's fun, because I can do that. I forget that, like, well, I will say there have been times that, like, what do I want to say here? I forget how mobile I can kind of be in 3D, especially because of, like, the microphone that I was using. Right now I'm using a wireless microphone, so like I don't have to worry about the placement of like my desk mic, which is very nice. And I low-key might be like switching to this for my streams. And so because I don't have to worry about like where my desk mic is and moving that around and whatnot, and the sounds that associate with moving it around, I can get close whenever I want. And that's fun. That's very fun. It was fun constantly running into Fang Gang. Yes, it was something. I don't mean to get close. I'm actually just adjusting my fucking what is this, my phone right now? Actually, I'm gonna reposition myself. Let me recalibrate. There we go. I want to go to Offkai next year so bad. So bad do I want to go to Offkai next year. But these earlier dates for Offkai, because Offkai, was in July this year, clearly. It is going to be in April next year. So there's only 9 months to prep instead of a full year. And I have to be in Cali for a wedding like 2 weeks before off Kai. So I don't think I can go next year, but I'm still gonna try because it's so fun. It's so good. Still need kneecaps because that's what you could reach. Johnny, when I grab you, all right, when I grab you. Also, thanks for those stopping by and have to go. No worries, no worries. Y'all know me. I'm here at the same times, the same place, type shit. Y'all can come and go as you please. I appreciate it. And I hope that whenever you have to go to do other things, you leave me on in the background lurking and everything. Cherry, hi, how's it going? I hope you're doing well. Yeah, just leave me on in the background. Do your little lurky lurk type shit. Because your girl appreciates that. Oh! Also, I found out apparently, myself and basically all of my friends are all considered dead weight according to like an ex Twitch person or another. Hold on, I'll find the tweet so y'all know it. Where's my music? Didn't I start that? Oh, there it is. I didn't actually click the play button. Let me find the tweet. Let me find the tweet so I can talk, so I can really go into it. So um Zach, I don't know. I always read his last name as Bussy, but I know that's probably not how you pronounce it. But the nigga who always be posting about things going on with the platforms and the different platforms and all of that, tweeted out saying Twitch's former chief product officer says that Discovery and ad teams were once at war over feed impressions, which is now solved, and that Twitch streams with fewer than 1,000 viewers are dead weight, since entertainment economics runs on ad rate. So myself and all of the other streamers that are my friends and everybody who is under 1,000 CCV, we're all considered dead weight to the former chief product officer of Twitch. So yeah, that's real great to hear. Real great to hear. That's like 99% of Twitch. Actually, it's way more than 80. It is genuinely. Hi, Tiggy. Tiggy, did you hear that we're dead weight? It is genuinely like 99, probably 99.5% of Twitch was considered dead weight. I don't like that product officer one bit. No, I don't. Shame. Yeah, it's 99.9 to be honest. Like streamers averaging over 1,000 viewership. You know what? Hold on. We're gonna look this up. Channels. So we'd have to go pretty far. Hold on. We're just gonna I'm on Twitch tracker right now. I wonder how far back I can go before we start hitting like under 1,000 average viewers for the most part. Because I do believe that I think I think that only includes you're starting to hit it here in what is this? The five this is the top 600 streamers on Twitch. Thinking of how many streamers are on Twitch. The hundreds of thousands of streamers on Twitch. The top 600, you're already hitting air quotes dead weight for some of these streamers here. Like that's insane. In the 700, you're not getting even consistent like over 1,000s with some of these streamers here. That's what they were saying is only a handful of streamers are beneficial for Twitch. Basically the top 1,000 streamers are all that they cared about. Anybody under that is dead weight. According to the former chief product officer. Hold on, let me scoot this over a little bit so I can see it better. I don't feel like reading all of this. But yeah, yeah. So that's what I found out. That's what I found out. I'm glad that it's former. I mean, I feel like chief product officer, like the current chief product officer for Twitch probably feels the same. They might even feel stronger. They might say is if you're not getting over the 1,500 or 2,000 viewers, you're dead weight. But yeah, no, I saw this and I was like, well, apparently we're just all fucking dead weight. But anyways, digressing from that, I need to do a trickster sound off. Y'all know the drill here. Copy paste that message that I just sent. Hi with 3 eyes, all lowercase. I say hi to y'all. That's what we do here. That's what we do here. Go ahead, start rolling those in. So I can make sure I say hi to everybody. Hi, Risky. Hi, Mayu. Hi, Ghost. Hi, Zai. Hi, Taigi. Hi, Pluto. Hi, Indigo. Hi, Starry. Hi, Papito. Hi, Lucifera. Yes, yes. Hi, Timo. Hi, is it Light? Thank you for the 3 stream streak. Hi, Indigo. Indigo, you said it twice, but I see your first one didn't work, so I understand why you did it. So you get a second one. Hi Rex. Hi Colorless. Hi Doge. Hi Honored. Hi Rumi. Hi Dougie. Hi Cherry. Hi Shern. Hi Bisexual Crimes. How's everybody doing? I have quite a bit to yap about. A little bit to yap about, actually. Hi, Panda. I have a little bit to yap about. I think I'm also gonna play some games today because I have too many games and I need to get through them. Y'all know this. I talk about it all the time. Yes, Cherry's here. We love Cherry. We love Cherry in this household. Yes, Dougie is tall. It was very. We kept running into him because he's so easy to spot. Fucking skyscraper. Been a while since I've been here. Well, I'm still yapping. I still do the same things. But couple things to yap about. One, I actually wanted to yap a little bit about like some drama, if you will, that happened at Offkai and a post associated to that because we love talking about drama, especially drama that I'm aware of and like I know about and everything. I actually have a little bit of insider information that I will not um hopefully not spill beans about or anything like that. But I do want to yap about that a little bit. I did post some updates in the Discord since your girl is back and like she's technically I said I was done traveling. I will be traveling this weekend. But that's a very like small minor thing, if you will. I'm just going to go visit a friend who like it's in the States. It's not that far. This weekend is my 5-year anniversary with John. We've been married for 5 years, on August 8th. And I actually got married on my best friend's birthday. I did not realize it was her birthday at the time. Whenever like we picked out the dates like forever ago. But I didn't realize it was her birthday. And so because it's also her birthday and we're besties, we want to hang out and like spend time together. She's literally the maid of honor at my wedding. So we normally do like a birthday anniversary celebration together because like those are like my homies type shit. But yes, 5 years. We've been married for 5 years, and then in November we will have been together for 10 years. So me and my husband, we for lifers or whatever. But yes, also hi Shmals. What a birthday gift made of honor. Honestly. So that'll be. I'm gonna be traveling this weekend, so I will say my Thursday stream might get canceled. I do whatchamacallit. Karasi! Hi! Thank you so much for the tier 1! I got to see Crossfire and Escape at Offkai too, and I was so happy to see y'all. That was so awesome. But yeah, so Thursday stream might get canceled because prepping to be going out or whatever, as along with I technically am going to give y'all 3 streams because while I normally don't stream on Tuesdays, I am streaming tomorrow because Big Walk comes out, which is going to be like the ultimate friend slop game. I'm super excited for it. I've already scheduled like y'all are gonna see a lot of Big Walk from me. I'm doing the Big Walk collab tomorrow. I posted about that in the Discord. That's gonna be with Taigi, Cinder Battle, Segi, Smalls, August, Keyhup, Carl and Raz are gonna be in that. Luna's gonna be in that, and I'm missing two people, Doodles, and I'm missing. Who am I missing? Who am I forgetting? Who did I not say? Who did I not say? There's one more person. There's one more person in that. But yeah. Do you need a food? He said. He said we're ruiningly. I did. I will say I did see the Fugi that you made for it. I saw your post on Twitter, and God, if you weren't literally drowning in emote commissions, that would be a really cute thing to offer. But like, I'm gonna be playing Big Walk so much. If anything, Dougie, I hope I can grab you. I'm making a group for it for next week. I'm hoping, because you and your New Zealand times, those are very difficult to work with, especially with large groups that are primarily with American time zones. But if you're willing to fuck up your sleep schedule a little bit, I would love to grab you for a group that I have going next week. But I can DM you about that later and whatnot. But yes, I am super excited for Big Walk. Like, the reviews have come out, and like it's all like 10 out of 10, 10 out of 10, 5 out of 5. Like, I think whatchamacallit, like 9 out of 10. Like, it's all great reviews. And so I'm gonna be playing that tomorrow with that group. And then in like 2 weeks I have like a weekend stream that I might be doing with it as well. Big Walk comes out tomorrow. So it comes out in like maybe like 8 to 10 hours from now. So y'all are, like I said, y'all are gonna see Big Walk from me quite a few times. I am trying to get like together so many different groups. I'm also trying to like get out of my shell and like reach out to other people for collabs and whatnot, especially after Off Kai. I've met so many people. I have a little bit of a rant actually, because my thing is, and I'm not gonna post about this, but I am going to say it here. Crossy, you trying to walk? You trying to go walkies? Nearly no games to play, and then suddenly there's a bunch of stuff all at once. True. I have this the slightest little gripe from like post Off Kai is like, and this might seem a little, I don't know, maybe it's entitlement, I don't know what it is, but if you come up to me, hi Velox, if you come up to me at Off Kai, like I did not approach you, you approached me at Off Kai and told me that like you love my content and you like love the stuff that I do and I should keep it up, and then I go to reach out to you to like, you know, be friends, maybe like collab or just be, you know, add on Discord, something like that, even just being mutuals, and you proceed to ignore me. I feel a little, am I crazy for feeling like some type of way about that? And like, please tell me if I am. Cause like, it's okay if I'm wrong. I'm fine to be wrong. I hope I am wrong here. But is that strange? Like, why did you tell me that you like my stuff and then like you're just completely ignoring any type of interactions I try to have with you? You know? I don't know. Sometimes people just genuinely don't see shit. That's true. That's true. That's why, like, and even if they are ignoring it, it's fine. Like, it's totally fine. It's like doing a collab and then getting ghosted afterwards. Like, yeah, at least tell me why. Because at Off Kai, you were a big fan of me. And then post Off Kai, it seems you do not want to have any type of interaction. Which, like, you know, I don't. Like I said, I just wanted to like see if it's me being crazy. But like, I don't really care too much because I have so many people that like have reached out and like do want to collab, and like I'm literally trying to schedule like so many different collabs because so many people want to play games and like yap together and everything. But like, I don't know. I thought that was just a little strange. Shark-sided! Oh my gosh, is that Twitch partner Shark-sided? At twitch.tv/Shark-sided. Who I will be collabing with for Big Walk. How's it going? How's it going, Sid? I hope you're doing well. Yeah, I just take it with a grain of salt and keep it pushing. Yeah, no, nothing after everything that I've been through and everything that's gone on. Really don't take it to heart or let it like sit and bother me when like somebody like if somebody ghosts me or people like say certain things about me and shit like that. I got too much going on. I got so much going on. I can't let that bother me. And the most important thing, I have a life outside of VTubing. I love streaming and I love content creation and everything, but I can stop this shit and just keep it pushing with my life. I don't need this. I do love it though, and I would like to continue to do it. Some bitches really need this. They have nothing outside of this. Oh my gosh. Your off camera looked amazing. I guess so many cute pics. Oh my gosh. Yes, because I love them all so much. Also, hi Meg. How's it going? I am here before Smalls is holding me at gunpoint. Well, welcome in. Smalls, put the gun down. It's okay. Also, Gamba time. Wonny. Want to see some big bets? Big betting in the chat for that Gamba. But yeah, no, I'm very. Smalls, add another clip in there. No! Oh my god! But no, I just want to sometimes, I gotta ask. I gotta make sure I'm not crazy. Listen, something I'm not about to ask about if I'm crazy or not is the fucking video that I made the other day, which y'all probably saw all over Twitter and whatnot. It's that that VTuber with the clearly black woman model who is a white woman who's just like, yeah, this is my Pokemon Shona based off this Pokemon that it looks nothing like. And it's totally fine that I am basically LARPing as a black woman online because I don't see a problem with it. Even though all of these other black people have told me that's kind of strange. The sheep are, yes. So for those who don't know, I did make a video about this. If you check any of my socials, you'll see you'll see that video. But there is a VTuber who has the, you know what, reacting to my own content. I'm just about to pull this up. Where the hell is it? This one. Hold on. I got y'all. Give me just a second. Browser source, and then before I do that, you know what? I did see. Who was it? Rumi asked for the IRL cam for the coin flip. I have not done IRL cam in quite some time. Sorry. I'm leaning forward to grab the camera. I will give y'all an IRL coin flip because I have not done that in forever. I'll still use the same coin. I have the back coin. We're not going to change that. Ooh, I love watching Jay on my Jay. True. Jayception. Yay, Jayception. Cause y'all look like y'all bet pretty big. 62K to 30K? Yeah. Okay, this camera. Here we go. We're upside down. And then, okay, we're right side. You can see my nails that are plain black after my fucking nail horror story, and they're already like growing out. But here's the coin. So side with bat wings open, head side. Closed is tail side. There we go. Nice nails. Where'd you get them done? 3 different fucking places, Wani. All right. Shit, I dropped the coin. Hold on. Ooh. I didn't catch it from the flip. Okay, I got it now. Ooh. Beautiful hands. Oh, thank you. I never thought my hands were beautiful. All right, ring flex. So y'all, what the fuck? What is that on the camera? Y'all see that? Like, what the fuck is that? Get. Oh my god, did I get it? Oh my god, I did! Okay, ring flex. Y'all already know. That fat sapphire. It's a little blurry, but that's okay. It's too shiny, it's too sparkly, if you will. Alright, coin in hand. Coin on the back of the hand. Let's see. What is that? It's heads! That is heads! There we go. The over wins. Heads will be awarded 92.2k channel points. Split between those. Who bet? There we go. And I did my desk camera. Oh, all right. I put that back into the corner now. The parlay hit. Let's go. Let's go. Okay, what were y'all? Sorry, I know I missed messages before. I missed messages before. Informative content is so well set up and very informative. Oh, thank you so much. My first Gamba. I'm now announcing my retirement. No, you can't quit now. You just got started. Gambas aren't worth it for my tax bracket anymore. I'm in it for the love of the game. How many channel points you got, Wani? What how many bands you stacking that is not even worth it? Waiting for Uma to, oh god, I haven't touched Uma in eternity. I've one of these days I'll go back to Uma. But anyways, what we were talking about before, y'all get Jayception here. You get Jayception. I'm gonna fucking speed up my own video. We're at 1.5 speed.
Here's back again, and just because I was at off-kai doesn't mean the bull stop, because I've got more to cover. I'm gonna share some information with y'all, and we're gonna go from there, right? Here is a VTuber.
Okay, there we go. This is the VTuber. This is a VTuber that I was talking about. Y'all looking at this VTuber, I mean, y'all already know the spoiler alert that it's a white woman behind it. But, like, look at this VTuber. That is so clearly... that is so clearly a black woman. And, like, again, it's a very cute design. Like, cute design. I love the colors.
Here's the person behind this VTuber.
They did a VTuber versus IRL. White as snow. Why, that's a white woman behind that model. And of course, because everybody, I'll spare all the rest of the TikTok just because I don't want to listen to myself. Everyone wants to be black until it's time to be black. Exactly. Oh, and then that's the other thing. Is
very interesting, if you will. And hold your horses for just a sec. I have more information to give. So her VTuber is her Pokemon Sona. It's based on this Pokemon.
Yeah, and this is what it is based on. She said that she's had this Pokemon Sona since 2018, and it is the same species as a Wooloo. Me when I lie. This is what that VTuber is based on. Not to mention, because I put it in here.
Can you tell the correlation between this Pokemon and that VTuber?
I put it in here.
I didn't think so. And not to mention the shiny version of that.
There's a shiny version of this Pokemon where the colors are literally inverted. So what? We didn't want to use the shiny version. We didn't want to do that. We didn't want to do that at all. And so what's happened? They pulled the 2B for them. They did. What's happened with this whole shebang, if you will, is that the creator, well, like the main takeaway, because I'll be honest, like not every, but like a lot of dramas that do happen online, it is a nuanced conversation. The creator herself says that is Brazilian, and so what most of us are used to and whatnot is American racism compared to the racism that goes on in Brazil is like a big talking point whenever it comes to this, because in Brazil, apparently like blackface and things like that aren't like a thing or whatever, and that's not, and like black people in Brazil are saying that like it's fine and they don't have any issue with it, this, that, and the other. Personally, and like people's whole thing is like, oh, well, intent matters. And, you know, she wasn't going around saying she was a black woman. She wasn't going around, acting like a black woman, which, what do black women act like? But, she wasn't doing any of this, that, and the other. And so it's totally fine, which like the thing that always, like, it's the same whenever people do blackface, because this is digital blackface, first of all. To make it very clear, this is digital blackface. Secondly, your leads kill me. I love the ability to lead. It's so nice. But this is digital blackface. And even with things that are not meant to harm, because this comes up a lot, as y'all know, I used to be a cosplayer. In the cosplay community, it was known that, like, painting your skin darker to cosplay a character is wrong. And, like, Lunal isn't here, but Lunal made a fantastic comment on this, which I did like. I think is one of the it was Lunal and it was Chi-Chi, art by Chi-Chi. They both made fantastic comments on here. Chi-Chi's I think is the most liked comment where she says, "So is she gonna catch hell like the rest of us did during the Onyx Awards reveal? Is she going to get hate botted during like every other black VTuber? I know during Black History Month. Is she going to be called racial slurs on this very app? Like, let's embrace the full experience, babes, because like it was said earlier, everybody wants to be black until it's time to be black." And that's why Lunal said, up here, hope she's ready to get skipped over for having a black model like the rest of us do. To be black is to experience all that comes with it. So lock in, girly pop. Like, that's the thing. As soon as people want to like, as soon as there's the heat that is brought up, the hell that's brought up, the racism that's experienced as being a black creator online, she'll definitely just scapegoat back to, I'm white. I'm white passing, if you will. She's not white skinned. This doesn't apply to her. Like, it's so still mad about the Gachikuri, like the live action casting. Yes, that's the whole thing. The drag cosplayers specifically avoid colors, just not do straight up black. Exactly. They just want the good without the bad. They want to be black until it is time to be black. And so there's just been a whole huge debates going on about this VTuber and whatnot and the things around it. I think it's fucking weird. I think, because I even said in my video, you don't have to look like your VTuber. It's fine if like you don't look like your VTuber. Plenty of people don't. It is a character that you're playing, but also people do very much like associate. People will see, if they see a dark-skinned model, they're going to assume you are some type of minority. That's how it is. I see a dark-skinned model like that, I would instantly assume there's a black woman behind the screen, and I would go to support said black woman, because I know as a black woman myself in the VTubing space, it fucking sucks. It's rough. I get skipped over because of the color of my skin. I have been told and seen being skipped over because of the color of my skin. Y'all see time and time again how many times there are just racist ass VTubers that get supported and loved for the fact that they hate minorities, that they will sling racial slurs and all of these things. It's not fun. It's not fun in games out here. But yeah, no, so that's what's, I think that conversation, I think it's probably died down. And then like, of course you have the black people that are like, I'm black and I don't see anything wrong with this. Like, you're a cone. Sorry, forgive me, Twitch. Forgive me for that one. But it's so agitating. It's so very annoying to watch all of this go down, and it's really just. Oh, that was the other thing. You're so right, Doge. The thing that came up too was the fact that she said people are being mean to her because she's fat and trans. Baby girl, that has nothing to do with what we're talking about. You could be skinny and cis and there's still a problem. You're LARPing as a black woman online. That's the issue at hand. Your weight and your gender ideologies don't matter in this at all. What? Why are we calling apples oranges and oranges pears? What are we doing here? It's so yeah, sorry, I forgot being one kind of minority gives you the universal pass. There's it's just, please call me Jay. I hate being called Bay. Call me Jay. But man, it is, ooh. Ideologies is language of the enemy? I thought that was a gender identity? I think that was probably the word I was looking for. Forgive me. I've messed up my language and whatnot. Thank you for the water primals. But yeah, no. Anyways, hey broadcast, welcome in. It's been a whole thing. It's just the white trans people are still oppressed. Yes, are still oppressors. Discord. Yes, yes. The black model, yes, that's the thing. Montoma, I want you to know. I want you to know that I thought about I took it out of my video because after I do the like reveal of her VTuber to IRL, I had a clip where I said, and no, this isn't an April Fool's joke, where I put a picture of my April Fool's joke from like last year, like in there, and I took that out of the video. I should have kept it in. I did this bad thing because I have a no, it's literally the same thing of like, oh, I also, y'all know that I'm not fucking right wing. Don't I'm not gonna lie, that kind of that upset me a little bit. Y'all know who I am. Sorry I used the wrong terminology, but y'all know I am not any type of right wing. Y'all see my videos and my content all the fucking time. Montoma, let me borrow your oh, Tiggy, thanks for bringing that up, because that is another point here of people are trying to say, like always, that you know, there's the whole, oh, well, black people use white models all the time. Why is this different? Which is, it's the same thing when people are like, well, yeah, black washing and whitewashing are the same thing. Like, no, they're not. No, they're not. It's so very clear that anytime, because of course, the ready to go example is, well, Kenji is a black man that uses a white model. Kenji, I say this in the video too, when Kenji started that in the early days of VTubing, people who made VTuber models, oh, Doors, thank you for the tier 1, thank you, 6 months, OG. People that made VTuber models could not make good-looking black models. They could not make good-looking dark-skinned models or models with black hairstyles. They literally did not have the skill set to do that at the time. That's why he has a white model. And I didn't put it in the video, but he got a black model, and he has a whole separate account that he streams with that. Also, welcome in. That's first of all why. And secondly, even with not using Kenji as the example, if we just stop and think, you must possibly have 2 brain cells that can just touch at one point in time, once, you would realize that maybe this creator does not also want to experience the racism that they experience in their day-to-day lives online, where it's honestly most times worse, because people are too pussy to say that shit to your face. They'll only say it online. You know, I never had a single motherfucker come up to me at Offkai and tell me shit. All those other VTubers talking that hot shit to me online whenever I said y'all are fucking weird for sexualizing models that look like children, and y'all are fucking racist and homophobic and transphobic and sexist for allowing these VTubers to be as big as they are. All them bitches who had hot shit to say to me online, ain't a single one say shit to me at Offkai. Because nobody's about that life. And so, because all of that shit is hot shit tucked online, maybe people don't want to experience that. So they use a lighter toned model. Mayhaps. Also, hi Noko, welcome in! I need Mods, can we get a shout out for Kinoko Poki? I need to get you an auto shout out. I have to update my auto shout out list, after meeting all of the cool people at Offkai. I have you written down for that. Hope you're doing well. I'm going to make that group chat for Big Walk, by the way. I'm just finalizing some last people to get in there first. Thank you, Mons. So you guys call all the slurs since you got the model. Yeah. Because if they're not visually seeing it, okay. Well, Montoma did talk shit to me at Offkai. This is true, but nobody who isn't my friend talked shit to me at off, Kai. Is out of town last week and I had Quiznos. It was okay. I'm so happy that you tried it. What did you get from Quiznos, by the way? Not so brave when they're in slapping this. Oh, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Made a joke when I saw you. Just game said, wait, she's what? Crossy! Crossy, don't make me grab you. Don't make me grab you. Is it worse or better that she readily admits she's actually white? I would say it's, if I have to choose, I'd say it's better because she's ready to admit that, like, she isn't fully about the, like, LARPing as a black woman. Which there are people that do just wholly, I mean, we've seen time again. I mean, there's like one politician who had an alt account where he was like, I'm a gay black man and I support Trump or whatever, and he forgot to switch accounts whenever he posted that. So like people have brought up, they want to excuse it because her intent was not to fully LARP as a black woman online, but like, it's still fucking weird. It's still weird. I feel like, especially with like your VTuber being based on this fuck ass sheep Pokemon, I don't like, you can go with the fantasy skin tone because like you know what? One person that I feel like is an incredible example of like, technically I did think they were black when I first saw their model, but that was me making an assumption, and I shouldn't have made that assumption because their model is gray. And I feel like they could have done that with this model of making it like a more, I saw somebody do like a drawing for it and like it had like a more purple like tone to it. And if you just went with the fantasy race color, like that's fine. It's specifically that you look like a black woman online. That is the problem. Me when I parry all criticisms with intent. Yeah, tired dinosaur movie about good intent. That's true. This was one VTuber. Beautiful. Oh, I didn't mean to move myself. Beautiful design. Her name is Mossy Fox. And whenever I first saw the model, I was thinking this was a black woman because, like, just because of like the darker like tone of the skin and whatnot. But it's a white woman behind the model, and that's perfectly fine because not everybody, like, that was just my assumption at the time. I saw her like literally years ago whenever I first saw the model, and I think it had like more of like a brown gray color, but it's like turned more gray over time. But even back then with the color that it was, I shouldn't have made that assumption, and like it's fine that like I was wrong in my assumption because she doesn't look like a black woman. Like, not everybody would see the model and think, oh, that's a black woman behind the screen. I just thought that at that time, and then I saw that it wasn't, and I was like, oh, okay, like, that's fine. I mean, I still love the model. She's still like, the design is gorgeous and everything. But, like, going with a fantasy race color, a color that, like, people are not, like, real humans are not actually this color, would have been so fine. But no! We have to LARP as a black woman! But yeah. Definitely giving fantasy. Yeah, so the race is ambiguous. Exactly. That could have been what this other VTuber did. But no, that's not what she did. She decided to go just full black woman. And that's weird. And like, I want to say, yes, the shiny version was right there. And I do want to say too that like, I think it is strange for your, because it was specifically, because what people were trying to say is like, oh, this is like NOC, you know, like it's not like, it's just a character, it's not her, but like this was her Poke-sona. This is a persona that you feel, that you relate to, and the fact that your persona is a black woman is strange. Like, that's weird. That's, yes, honestly, saying that it was that Pokemon to begin with was a fucking stretch. You are absolutely correct. But, like, that's, see, oh, here is, obviously this picture doesn't help because she's in it, but I just want to show y'all, this, like, this brown color, like, it's a brown gray. This is what the model looked like when I first saw it. And so, that's why it wasn't this picture, obviously, because you know, the clearly not black woman is right by it. But this is the color that it first was when I saw this, which is what made me think that this was a, like, that there was a black person behind this model, but it wasn't. And she also changed the skin tone to be more gray to, because there might have been other people who thought this. Whoa! Kira! Oh my goodness! Hello! Hello! Welcome in, Raiders! Kira, thank you so much for the raid! Welcome in, everybody. If you don't know who I am, I'm YayJB, your two-form Jester Battuber, and we are yapping about some drama. How was your stream, though? How was marbles? We do marbles here. We like marbles here. Also, if you have to raid and run, please make sure you're taking care of yourself. Stream's very tiring. But welcome in! Also, I missed, what was it? Oh, thank you for the follow! Yeah, and also, if, like, she looked more like, not this girl, the girl that I have on stream right now, nothing wrong with her. Her name is Mossy Fox, very talented artist and everything. I support her, and I recommend other people support her. Nothing wrong there. We were talking about, God, Instagram doesn't have like a, can I close this and reopen it? Hold on. Okay, I don't need to hear myself, and we're just gonna 2x speed this. We're talking about this VTuber. We're talking about this VTuber, who is, well, let me just go to the image of the side by side. Talking about this VTuber who has what is clearly a black woman as her model, and is not that to inform raiders who have just come in. But so Barbara's weird, specifically Hispanic coded because I'm Hispanic. She said, yes, it's weird to race swap with a, like, specifically a Sona. It is fine if you have original characters and, like, you have OCs that are of differing races. That's fine. There's no issue with that. It is very weird for your online persona to be that drastically different from yourself. I think that is strange. Yeah, if it was an OC, that would be fine. But for that to be what you feel like is a representation of yourself and what you, like, would want to be if you were a Pokemon is weird. That's strange. And then again, tell me, where do you see a Wooloo in this? Where is the sheep Pokemon in this? Because I don't see it. Oh my gosh. It almost feels like doing blackface. It's digital blackface. That's, like, it has a term. That's really what this is. Being completely honest. Yeah, it's just she has the little, like, fucking sheep nose. I know I was no, you're not tripping. You're not tripping. Black people are a stylistic choice. VTuber will never cease to confuse me. Yeah. No, that's a thing. That's a thing, Dougie. It's not a shiny Wooloo. Because you know what shiny Wooloo looks like? You know what shiny Wooloo, because this is Wooloo. That's Wooloo right there. The shiny Wooloo has the colors inverted. That's a thing. I wish she would have gone with shiny Wooloo. That's I don't know. Is the person saying and pretending to be black or something? I don't know the full content. So the VTuber model is, like, as y'all saw, is very clearly a black woman, and they posted a VTuber versus IRL where they show that they are a white woman, and the discussion and conversation behind it is the fact that people are saying, oh, well, their intention was not to portray, like, themselves as a black woman online. They weren't necessarily, like, going around saying that they were black or anything like that. But at the same time, when you see that model, and very, very oftentimes in VTubing in general, you see a black model, there's an automatic assumption that the person behind that model is also black. Because a lot of people's VTubers are their, like, personas online. VTubers a lot of times are, like, they're just digital fursonas in a lot of cases. But it's very strange to have and what she says is a Pokemon Sona. She says this is her Sona as Pokemon, which, like we're saying, it doesn't even look like the fucking Pokemon, because she says it's a Wooloo. I don't see Wooloo in that at all. And shiny Wooloo is right there. Where if you're trying to go with the dark skin, you could have just done, because the only thing that was kept from a Wooloo was the dark skin and like the like sheep nose. Nothing else was taken from this design. So if you really wanted to go with that, shiny Wooloo's right here, and that would actually match you more clearly, and I can understand that being a Pokeshona for you. But for you, yes, is the Wooloo in the room with us? So the question of, is the person racist themselves? I think, like, do they mean to intentionally be racist? I don't believe so. I do think this is, because it is digital blackface, I feel like it is racist for them to like have like, it was a racist action, especially after they post this and you have black people telling her, hey, this is strange, like it is weird for you to have a black model being a white person. That's very strange behavior. And she said she did not care that multiple black people were telling her this, and even said that people are only being mean to her because she's fat and trans, when that has nothing to do with this whatsoever. So like, not only is the action itself racist in my eyes as a black woman, her response to it is also, because you are neglecting and like like completely unacknowledging the thoughts and opinions of the people that like you are trying to emulate. Like you are trying to like be with your Sona, It was, yeah, even if it was misguided, like the doubling down is wrong. As a trans woman, I hate the trans defense. Yes! Like, oh, listen, I'm not getting canceled like this, but I will say, also, hi, Alior, I'm so sorry, I didn't say hi to you, welcome in. But I I do feel like with a lot of other marginalized groups, and I'll even say this does happen with black people, but like I'd say more so this happens a lot with other marginalized groups, especially whenever it comes to like anybody under the LGBTQ plus, is your race does not, or your identity does not supersede your race. So you'll see this a lot with trans women. White trans women will not unpack their racism because they feel as though them being trans means they are like in the same oppression as those who are black, and that because I guess they're equal, they don't have to do anything about, like I don't know what the mindset around it is, but you will see a lot of times people will not address their problematic behavior and thought process and everything like that, because any criticism towards them will be taken as you are just being transphobic, when your gender identity has nothing to do with this. This is not, just because you're trans does not mean you are free of criticism, and that you cannot be also making mistakes and whatnot, and having the wrong thought process and things like that. And this is one of those scenarios where like people are telling her like, hey, this is kind of racist, like this is strange, this is weird behavior, and she's just taking it as, oh, these people are being transphobic, and these people are being fatphobic because I'm fat and trans. And that's the issue, when like, again, your weight, sorry, I hit my mic, your weight and your gender identity have nothing to do with this whatsoever. My trans POC oops got ran over Twitter. Yes, and that's the thing. Is like these conversations, it's these are nuanced conversations, and being completely honest, you cannot have nuanced conversations online. You cannot have a nuanced conversation, especially on Twitter. People will, it's literally I I love pancakes, and the person responding was saying, "Oh, so you hate waffles? It can't happen. It just can't happen." That's why a lot of the time, most like I post daily. Y'all know I post daily on Instagram, YouTube, TikTok. I was on Blue Sky, but I kind of just gave up because you can't schedule posts there, and I scheduled a bunch of posts. But I specifically do not post on Twitter anymore because a lot of my content and a lot of the conversations that I have are nuanced conversations that just cannot be had on that site. It's do you think that no, I said this is absolutely a nuanced conversation because a big other thing that is a portion of this conversation is the fact that this VTuber and whoa Brass, thank you for the tier one. Thank you so much. A big part of the nuance that comes with this conversation is the fact that this VTuber is Brazilian. And in the Brazilian VTuber space, they don't see an issue with this. And what we are more sensitive, especially like a lot of my community, myself included, as Americans, we are more sensitive to things that are racist because of America and slavery and Jim Crow and all of that. So we have those histories and have that experience that makes us more sensitive to these types of things. That makes us more sensitive to things like blackface and the concept of digital blackface. Whereas I don't know Brazilian culture, I don't know the history of Brazil or anything like that. But from what it seems, oh, the ad break. I'm so sorry. I'm pausing right now. We're going to words on stream. I continue after the ads. I continue after the ads. Was. I saw that ad break thing coming up too, and I thought I had more time. I didn't. I paused rant for ads. words, there I go. Yes, sheep, I am talking about that. Yeah, I gotta, listen, I understand not everybody can subscribe, and that's okay, I don't want y'all to miss out on anything, so I try to stop my rants whenever, oh, excuse me, whenever an ad break comes up, and then once the ads are done, we're just gonna go right back into it. So that is what I've got going on. And I mean, I still yap without during the ad breaks. I just have to remember where I was in that rant whenever I get back to. I think it's just on the nuance. Oh, Alior, thank you for the tier 1. Thank you. Oh my goodness. That is so that. Oh, balance. Oh, nice. Nice getting the big word, Latchkey. I see you. But yeah, no, you just can't have nuanced conversations. You really can't. And like Twitter especially is a fucking shit show. But even on like other sites too, like I think online in general, it's really difficult to have those conversations, which is why like a lot of times I understand if kids try not everyone if you're no 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 I would never because I have so many friends that I can't subscribe to and they know like I still love them, I still love their content and everything like that. Your girl just don't got the bread like that, and that's okay. All of my bread went to Offkai, and oh, holy fuck, paying off my credit card with from Offkai, that shit sucked ass. Alex, hello! Offkai was so much fun. It was such a good time. I'm gonna try to go next year, but I don't think I'll be able to. But if I can, I just got a new job, so sending some love. Thanks, and congratulations on your new job. I'm actually about to lose my job because my contract's about to end. We don't talk about credit card pay. No, go talk. Oh, that shit was rough. That shit was so rough. We got 30 more seconds. Oh, fuck, you had the Canada, oh, dog, I'm so sorry. God speed, soldier. God speed. I know that shit sucked ass for you. 100 turns to 200 real quick. Oh, man. Man, that's rough. It's mostly old colonial Portugal, Spanish morals mixed with the exiled anti-German customs in various cartels and traffic lanes. I did not know that. Also, welcome back from the ads. We're just gonna wrap up this. We're wrapping up this words, and then I'm gonna go back to my rant on how this is a nuanced conversation. Brazil's home to many people of many skin tones. Oh yeah, absolutely. Especially being a big like a South American um country, like on the South American like continent and whatnot. Um, you're going to have and primarily like Hispanic and whatnot. Yeah, primarily Hispanic. You're going to have people of all shades and colors and whatnot. So, and that's why again, it very what the. Thank you for the hype train. Thank you. So yeah, professor in college, Brazil definitely has its own definition of race and ethnicity. Exactly, and that's why this is a nuanced conversation. It very much is. I'm from the Caribbean. I'm like, yeah, like that happens. Ludo, hello. I was talking about you earlier. Being tan or dark isn't out of the ordinary for Brazil. Oh no, absolutely not. And that's the thing is that there are Black Brazilian people who have weighed in on this conversation, and what made it rough is that the Black, like apparently, which I can't like testify to this or anything. Obviously, I am not Brazilian and I do not speak Portuguese. So I don't know everything that's been said around this entire discussion, but from what I have heard, there are Black people in Brazil that told this girl that like there was nothing wrong with what she's doing. And like that's why this is a like nuanced conversation, is because these are two different here. Let me go back to chatting. These are two different like cultures and whatnot, and they're two different like regions entirely that have their different views and perspectives on what is and isn't like racist and things like that. And like I said, I know, and most people are aware that as Americans, we experience more, what's the word I'm looking for? Because everybody's experiencing racism globally. In America, we are experiencing specifically towards Black people, the racism that we experience is more in your face. Like it's not subtle. And so we are more sensitive and more aware of, and have even had, like, it's more open. And so we've had even deeper discussions, deliberate. It's more deliberate. That's the word. And so we've had deeper conversations and discussions on unpacking it because of how bad it is here. Whereas it's not as bad over there is what it seems like. New Confederates moved to Brazil after the U.S. Civil War. Heroes of their descendants flying stars and bars. Oh, that's crazy. I know, big words, big words. Your girl was bad in English. Not my best subject. Actually, my worst subject. But like we've just had so much more like discussion and whatnot around it. Whoa, Elliot, thank you for the bits. From Ohio, of all places, and not been around racism much, or at least even know how to spot it. Unless it happens to you, it feels weirdly harder to notice without a friend telling you about that. Yeah, that is true. That is true, and that's the thing is because like they aren't aware of it as much as we are, and they aren't as cognizant of it as we are. It is a different conversation, which is why this is nuanced. But I can say, me putting in my 2 cents as a Black woman, it is strange for you to be a white person and your persona is a Black person. That's weird. That is just strange. Your persona, your online, your Pokesona, your Fursona, your VTuber, whatever you want to call it, it doesn't have to look like you. I'm not saying, and this needs to be a direct one-to-one. Mine isn't like a direct one-to-one, but my VTuber very closely resembles what I look like in real life. But even if it wasn't, I would not go for a race, especially there is no more oppressed race than my own. Like I wouldn't portray myself as indigenous online because I have not experienced, and I am not indigenous. I don't experience that form of racism or anything like that. I don't know the struggles that like they've necessarily like gone through in that way. Tasty, thank you for the tier 1. Thank you so much. Like that's just strange. Why would I identify with an indigenous character? That's not me. I would identify with another black character. I would identify with maybe a character, maybe a lighter character, just to not experience the racism that comes with me being black. But I don't see how you identify with like that another race like that. Also, Birthright, thank you for the 25 stream streak. That coming at a bad time. Yeah, you know I'm ranting. So if you think it is, I do apologize, but in this situation, let's see, the person doesn't seem to be hateful. I doubt. No, and that's the thing. It's like that's where a lot of the like discussion comes from, is because they were not portraying themselves. Thank you for the water, by the way. They're not portraying themselves. They're not going online saying like, "Happy Black History Month" as a black woman. You know, this, that, and the other. But even without you saying that, there are assumptions that are made from your persona, your VTuber, being what it is. People will include you in things like people like if the VTuber versus IRL was not posted, there would be people saying Happy Black History Month. VTuber of the day is this girl thinking that she's black because of the way her VTuber looks. These types of like assumptions are already going to be made, and you could be taking the space of and taking the opportunity away from somebody who is black and does experience these hardships and whatnot, and could use, you know, a boost or a push or anything like that, a shout out if it's from like a bigger creator. Like, you are taking opportunities. There's the potential. I won't say like she's actively doing it, because, you know, I only know of her from like this like VTuber versus IRL thing very recently, but there is the like thing that people will there's a chance that she takes opportunities away from actual black creators. There is the also, yeah, when you are portraying yourself as black online just for the aesthetics, whereas actual black people are being constantly called slurs and being skipped over and being hate rated and hate botted and things like that, and you are just doing this while you like it. But at any point in time, if, you know, she decides, you know, too many people are calling me the N-word, when like that's not actually me, she can just come out and say, oh, you know, I'm actually white and I'm gonna have this white character, so, you know, I don't have to deal with this anymore. Like, like the phrasing that I keep saying is, people want to be black until it is time to be black. I talked about how the comments that were made on here, comments by Art by Chi Chi and comments by Luna Links in chat, where she, like, Chi Chi is saying here, you know, are you going to catch hell like the rest of us did during the Onyx Awards? Like, are you going to get hate botted like every other black VTuber does? Like, are you going to get called racial slurs? Like, embrace the full experience. Did she say she was black before the IRL reveal? No, but like, she also didn't say she was white before the IRL reveal. That's the problem. You see that part, like, you see that character. Black VTubers are a thing. There are plenty of black VTubers that very clearly make their models black. You see that character and you will assume she is black. And again, like I said, you could be taking opportunities away from other black creators. You could be taking the space that somebody else like has earned and deserved in portraying yourself as this. So even before that, while she might not have said she was black, she very much benefited from, oftentimes, black VTubers follow other black VTubers, and we try to support and uplift other black VTubers because we all know how fucking hard it is out here. We know what it feels like to experience racism in your day-to-day life, offline and online, whenever you portray yourself as who you are. Me portraying myself as a black woman online, like I am a black woman in real life, I get sent hate so often. People call me slurs all the time. I've been given death threats galore. Like, that's the fact that like you are benefiting from all of the good things that can happen that like black VTubers and other VTubers who try to uplift black VTubers will give, while not being black yourself is bad. Like that is bad. Example background could be simple as this. I can say I'm half French Canadian because I have that background. If you don't have it, don't portray it like exactly. Pretending to be more. Also, thank you so much for the hype train. Thank you. Be more radicalized than you are. Yes, and like that's like the issue that's kind of at hand here is that because of that portrayal and whatnot, it wasn't until it's the VTuber versus IRL that, and then other black VTubers even said, like, they were disappointed to see that this was a white person behind the model. They specifically were looking to support other black VTubers because, like I said, it's hard out here. Y'all see me. I'm busting my ass doing what I do, and I'll say it because I know it's true. If I was a white VTuber, if I did not have if I wasn't visibly black the way that I am, I would be so much bigger of a creator than I currently am. I can just say that outright because I know this. And other people, so many other people have told me this too. It just is what it is because so many people are that racist that they will not watch my content or support me because of the color of my skin, because of the things that I talk about, because I advocate for other black people and other people of color in general and minorities in general. Like it's unfortunate. And that's why the other argument that comes up when people like this whole conversation came up is that there are black people that use white models. That's just as bad. If y'all are saying that you being white using a black model is just bad, no, it's not. Just in the same way that blackwashing does not exist when the whole whitewashing conversation comes up, because anytime a character is made black or people do fan art of a character and make them black, for example, it's always as a form of trying to find representation. It's trying to see yourself in this. It is always from people of color, black people especially, there is very little representation for us in things like media and whatnot. Out of all of, the big new thing that's being discussed right now is like Marvel canceling all of like the black led and like primarily black like shows and movies and whatnot. Like they like canceled Blade, they canceled Wonder Man, they canceled, which like got them I think an Emmy. They've canceled the new like Captain America sidelined the new Captain America for the white one, like canceled the War Machine one. Like they've done all of these things, and when you look at the amount of, black characters and whatnot, compared to Shorty with the tier 3. Oh my god, Shorty, thank you so much for the tier 3 sub. I need you to rate this plate I made on a scale of 1 to 10. Wait, hold on. You know what? For the tier 3, I will stop my rant and rate the plate. Where's the plate? Where is it in food? Where's the plate at so I can rate this? Or did you DM? No, I don't have DMs. Well, DM it to me or something. They didn't recast. Yes, Kang or Black Panther and Drop Blade. Oh, it's in food. I didn't see it in food. Oh, did you just post it? What the fuck is that? Oh, that's for me. I will say the presentation of the plate. Hold on. I paused my rant for us to rate the plate right now. Let me pull up my screen. I'm pausing the rant. Listen, for a tier 3, I absolutely will. You asked the wrong person to rate the plate. I'll be honest. Whatever this white substance is, whatever this green to white, you lost me with that. This side, and the rice, yeah, I'm feeling it. The presentation though. I give that a solid like 8.4 out of 10. You did real good on that. I don't give a damn about this food though. These are these Oh, this is cornbread. Oh, this is cornbread. I'm not gonna lie. I did think these were like quesadillas at the start. I did think this was a chopped up quesadilla. I can't even lie. Read the description. Oh, there was a description. My bad. My bad. What was the description? Oh, butter chicken, coconut rice. Oh, wait. Butter chicken, coconut rice, cucumber, what is, rate? Is that what that is? Green chutney and garlic naan? I don't know these things. I don't know these things. I know burger, chicken nugget, hot dog. But yeah, so, presentation was really good. Would I eat this? Fuck no. I absolutely would not. Oh, so this is bread. This is bread. I thought it was corn. It looked like cornbread. It looked like cornbread. Okay, sorry. A little sidetrack there. We sidetracked. Got everybody a little hungry. Back to my rant. Back to my rant. Where was I at? Where was I at? One of the few VTubers in background are oftentimes black VTubers. We just get hate for, but yes. And so, oh yeah, and that's the thing was I was talking about was like between like the whitewashing versus blackwashing is within all of media, there is on the grand scale of all of media, there is so little black representation seen in anything that you consume, especially whenever it comes to anime. People can point to about, what, 20 black characters in all of anime? I'll give you 50. I'll give you 50 black characters that you can point to in all of anime. Think about the scale of that. And so anytime people are drawing characters and reimagining them as being black, they are seeing themselves represented in this because there really is not that much representation compared to when you are taking a black character and specifically stripping their skin from them. You are stripping that melanin from them. It is always done from like being racist. It's always done in a hateful and like discriminatory manner, most of the times in retaliation to people wanting to see more black representation. And two, it's not like you need to visualize yourself in this character in any way in the same way that black people like feel like they want to or need to. There are a plethora of characters that you will be able to align yourself with because the majority of all of these media is white or white passing. So these things are not the same in the same way of, oh, if a black person is using a white model, it's the same as a white person using a black model. No, they are a lot of times using this for their safety, for the fact that using a black model will lose them opportunities. They will not see the same success most times that they will from other people outside of Kenji, not including Kenji, because he used the white model and he's also been like a veteran VTuber. Name me five black VTubers who average over 1,000 CCV. And I already know, the only one you can probably name me is Heavenly Father. Name me three black VTubers who average over 1,000 CCV. Over 1,000? No, Anarchy is not pulling that. Anarchy's pulling maybe hundreds, maybe 200s. I can go to Twitch Tracker right now. The highest average viewer Anarchy has ever had, and that's a max viewership. This isn't average. The highest average viewership over any month of time is 86 that Anarchy has had. Spite, I'll give you Spite. One, Spite is mixed. Two, oh, what happened? What happened? Hold on. What happened? Oh, hold on. Wait. Oh, there we go. There we go. Sorry, Hambo! Wani misclicked. What's that fucking voice critical? It was a misinput! It was a misinput! Calm down! Oh my gosh, Josh! Hello! Spite is very much white. Yeah, not to discredit any experience that she has had. Spite is mixed as well as far as I'm aware, and also is not using a black model. Her model is very much white. And even if I do include Spite, we have two. We have Heavenly Father and Spite. Now, if I were to tell you to list of any VTuber, non-black VTuber averaging 1,000 CCV, we could go for a while. We could go for quite some time. All of former V Shoujo. There's Hollow Live Girlies. There's Niji Sanji. Like that's the thing. That is the thing. Like this is what I'm saying by like it is not, coincidence by chance or anything like that. That there are little to no larger black VTubers. The scene is so racist. It is most found heavily through other creators. Yes, and that's the other thing. Is most know of Heavenly Father through Russian Badger. That's how most people know. That's how most people know of Heavenly Father, not through his own content, but through somebody else. Listen, I first of all, again, I have to put it out here beforehand that I very much love and appreciate my community, and I am very blessed to even be in the position that I'm in right now. But I am considered one of like the bigger black VTubers in the space. Me not even averaging over 100 CCV in the span of a VTuber space where you have Iron Mouse and Zentreya and all of these other huge creators and figures in the space. I, in the black VTubing space, am at the upper echelon with not even averaging over 100 CCV. It's not coincidence that's the case. It's not, oh, every black VTuber just isn't as talented as the other VTubers. That's not the case. It's not black VTubers aren't working as hard as the other talents or anything like that. There's a reason, and the reason is racism. Oh my gosh, so much so. And most people, because Russian Badger is like a huge creator, and a lot of people know. Obviously, you're going to find different people are going to find different VTubers through different methods. I'm not saying every single person found Heavenly Father through Russian Badger. I'm just saying I know a big portion of his community did find him through Russian Badger, but other people are going to like find different people from different ways. Maybe the people with the most views would be Blaze. Listen, I love Blaze. That's my girl. I am a bigger creator than Blaze at Midnight. Again, y'all, because most of the people here also are aware of other VTubers and whatnot. Y'all aren't. I thought this was way. Stop. Don't make me grab you. Again, I love Blaze, and Blaze should be a bigger creator because of all of the work that she does and the things that she do. That like she does everything that she has going on. Blaze averages around 50, like the 50 CCV range. I am a bigger creator than she is. She should be a bigger creator, but again, there's a reason that there aren't many large black VTubers. The space in the scene is racist. Simply put, we are putting in as much work or working harder, but we get skipped over because of the color of our skin. We get skipped over because we don't fit the whatever European beauty standards or whatever the fuck you want to call it. It's also with furries too. That lo and behold, most communities have a racism problem. Because the world has a racism problem. And it's something that people don't want to acknowledge. They don't want to admit because it means you have to unpack and come to acceptance with the fact, oh, thank you for 100 bits. But you have to grift between left and right politically, which is, which one of those halves are really right? Yeah, like that's just thank you for the follow. Welcome in. It's just, oh, you thought, no, that's the thing, Blaze, like, I only got as big as I did. I found a lot of growth in other platforms, which was able to, like, work its way back over to Twitch. That's how I am. Because, like, even, like, going off of just outright, Blaze is not partnered. Blaze at Midnight is not partnered on Twitch. Again, she should be. She should have a bigger community and be a bigger streamer than she is because she is entertaining. She is funny. She puts out content. She's not partnered on Twitch. That's exactly though. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, and that's what like I need y'all to realize. Yes, Blaze is black. There's a funny running joke because me and Blaze are both black and we have blue curly hair, and so people mistake us for one another. But y'all, first of all, y'all should go and support and follow Blaze if you are not already. But this is what I'm talking about when, like, I tell y'all that there is not the same support for black VTubers as others. And of course, people can say all they want about me. Obviously, I'm seen as a controversial figure because I call people out on their shit. I'm not afraid to speak my mind type of situation. And so that's you know why I'm not as big as the other VTubers and things like that. But even for the black VTubers that are, you know, relatively safe, if you will, have more opening communities or things like that. They don't have the outspokenness, and they kind of don't rock the boat and things like that. Even those black VTubers do not see success because they're black. They can be putting out the same type of content, doing the same things. It is because of the color of their skin. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. I myself, y'all know the scale that VTubers get. I am one of the biggest black VTubers in the scene. With y'all knowing that, I don't average over 100 concurrent viewers. I'm super grateful and appreciative for the community that I have. I love y'all to death. I really do. And I appreciate y'all so much. And the fact that I am even in the CCV range that I'm in right now and have the opportunities that I have is because of y'all, and I am grateful for it. But I am a small VTuber. I am a small VTuber in the scene. When you take all of VTubing, I am small. And I am one of the biggest black VTubers that are out there. I'm in probably like top 10, top 20 black VTubers who like are actually using black models. That's how bad it is. I don't like how you say black. I don't know how the fuck I'm supposed to say black. Yeah, I'm actually a fucking white woman larping as a black. I wish Tuna still lived here because it'd be so funny if I turned on the camera and I had Tuna put their hand and it was a white hand. It would be hilarious. But do a ring flex and two, remind y'all, I'm black. I am dark skinned, and also look at my ring. Look at my wedding ring. Again, me and John's 5-year anniversary is this Saturday. Wait, where's the? Here, put the light on. Ooh, put the light on it. Get that shine. It'd probably be better if I lifted this up a little bit more. That's a nice ring. Thank you. Yeah, rubbing hands together like fly. But yes, yeah. So I love you. Thank you so much. Yes. It is a sapphire. It is my favorite. I was very much, I'm not a diamond girly. I think diamonds are boring, and my favorite color is blue. and so I wanted a sapphire. I love blue and gold, as y'all can tell by my VTuber. And my wedding colors were also blue and gold and things like that. So my husband got me a blue and gold ring, and I love this. I love this so much. So yeah, y'all get the ring flex. Y'all get the ring flex. Anyways, yeah. So in case you didn't know, I'm black. Also, hi Bolts, hi Bolts, hi Bolts. Yeah, I'm black. And so in case y'all forgot. Face reveal, but it's tuna. That'd be so funny. I'm telling you, that'd be fucking hilarious. You're such a hard worker. You aspire to be so. Oh, I do. Oh gee, oh thank you. You're black. You sound black. I know that audio. I know that audio. You call it out. Sorry. Yeah, because she's talking about. Actually, artists should be able to draw racist caricatures of black people if they want. Like, shut the fuck up, you stupid bitch. But that's the thing. Shit like that. You're on a vampire bat. Well, obviously, I'm in my human disguise right now. Duh. That's clearly what's going on. Hold on. Sorry. Let me just hold on. Wait. Give me just a second. Ooh. Also, thank you for the water. God, where's my... Wait, oh, I'll be back. I mean, I have my headphones so y'all can still hear me, but I'm just not moving. But yeah, no, even with, like, that situation with Sarway, people, one, did not care. Is he in here? Oh, okay, no. Also, something happened, but I'm not at my fucking computer, but thank you, whatever just happened on the screen. But people, one, did not care that she said that shit, and two, supported her more after it because they realized she was fucking racist. That's the thing. That's very common, is that you get these VTubers that come out and, like, basically announce, like, hey, I hate black people, and then people are like, oh my god, yes, you hate black people! God bless, let me throw you money! Like, that's fucked up! That's fucked up! Oh, this right, thank you for the pride! Thank you! Okay, here we go. Since y'all wanted me to show that I'm actually a vampire Batwoman IRL, vampire bat dragon. I had to pull out the true form. Y'all see my paw pads? See my paw pads here. I should put the camera higher so you can see the whole thing. Hold on. Ooh. Oh, let me not face reveal right now. I'm in my bonnet. I don't want to do all that. There we go. Okay, y'all see. Yeah, so you don't have to unfollow, you don't have to unsubscribe. I am as I portrayed. I am actually here's racist. My phone was, I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. That's what you heard at max volume. Yeah, pause. I'll probably make some new pause whenever I make Xenia 2.0. But anyways, digressing from that. Those are the feet paws for- No, they're hand paws. They're not feet paws. My feet paws are way too big to fit on the camera, I'll be honest. They would not fit whatsoever. It was furry. It's a furry! Don't get me started on the difference in money given to black specific orgs from community people with a- Yes. Oh, there's that too. So, like, again, so y'all are aware and y'all are cognizant of kind of like the scene and things. Emily, thank you for the tier 1, 9 months. Oh gee, thank you. So y'all are cognizant at the size that I am at. I am one of the black I'm one of the black VTubers. I'm one of the largest black VTubers out there. Because that's how much black VTubers are not supported and not pushed and not anything included and things like that. The space is heavily racist. The people like fucking Powder and Banana Juju who, you know, slang the N-word hard R and talk about how much they hate minorities and all this, that, and the other. Powder averages like over 1,000 CCV. Banana Juju averages like 400 to 500 CCV. They are large creators because they are racist. And they get so much money thrown at them because they hate minorities. They hate black people. They are racist pieces of shit. And people support that so much. Whereas, again, I appreciate y'all. I am so blessed to be in the situation that I am and even have the viewership that I do have. I can't pay bills with streaming and content creation. I can't do I can't do this full time and not also have a job. This is not sustainable for me because I don't have that kind of support. And that's okay. I'm aware of that. That's why I do have a full-time job and I do this on the side. And I do this for the love of the game. I do love streaming and VTubing and whatnot. But Black VTubers oftentimes do not have that same support financially or through viewership and anything like that. Also, you can say Banana Juju's fallen off, but she's one, climbing in CCV right now, and two, again, she averages over 300 viewers. I wish so bad. My dream is to average over 300 viewers. To make racist content is such a cop-out on easy view. Yes, no, it actually is. That's what right-wing grifting is, what it is. It is a cop-out. It is, you are doing this because it is easy, because the racists are fucking, incels that don't have shit else to spend their money on, so they just support their racist waifus or whatever. But, I'll pull up right now just to show y'all. This is Banana Juju's viewership, and yeah, she had this, spike because she's probably on the front page or something, but, she is climbing in viewership right now, and in July, she averaged over 300. She is a successful VTuber for the shit that she does. The same, what's her name on here? Powder? You can see here, this is Powder's page. She literally skyrocketed in viewership after, coming out to be super fucking racist, and regularly averages over 1,000 viewership. That kind of shit gets supported, and she gets money thrown at her. Listen, I don't really say that I hate other, VTubers too much, but I fucking hate Powder and Banana Juju, and I don't want anything to do with them whatsoever. But I am pulling them up just to show y'all that this stuff gets supported. This stuff gets supported so much and so heavily. If I go to Sarway, right? Sarway is a gigantic VTuber. She averages in the 2000s. And you can see nobody stopped supporting her whenever she made that tweet talking about artists should just be able to draw racist caricatures. There's no drop in support whatsoever. She's just still climbing. She's kind of plateauing right now. But again, she can do this full time with those things. She's the one with the white monkey model who has the dreads. But yeah, so that's what I'm saying, and that's what I just I want it to be clear, because y'all think that, for example, like somebody said earlier, you thought Heavenly Father and Blaze at Midnight were on equal levels or anything like that, when let's say we exclude 3 VTubers. We exclude Kenji, Heavenly Father, and if you want to put Spite in there, we exclude Spite. There is no Black VTuber averaging over 1,000. There's no Black VTuber averaging over 500 viewers. There are only maybe 5 total Black VTubers that are averaging over the 75 CCV needed for partner. That's how bad it is. That's how bad this scene is, and that's just being upfront. If we're gonna say it's not racism, series are always fun. Yeah, of course. Yeah, sorry, it does have the stupidly expensive 3D setup. That's kind of what I feel like she got her a lot of. She was already a big VTuber because she's a very popular artist. Who also, notoriously only draws white characters, and the one Black character that she did draw, she whitewashed. But, there is, she was already a big VTuber, and then she got her, stupidly expensive 3D setup and whatnot. That's only, helped her, and, only attracts more people because she's able to do more things. But again, she was supported from the start because of what? She didn't have what detract her? the color of her fucking skin. That she did not have the debuff that basically every black VTuber experiences of most VTubing, like the VTubing space. And that's why I even said, and I've talked about it before, yes, I am a VTuber in like name and whatnot, and I'm friends with other VTubers and I collab with them, but the VTubing space is so fucking racist. That's why you oftentimes, and like oftentimes for me and all people in my chat can testify, I'm the only black VTuber, or I'm the only VTuber a lot of people watch, because you have your thoughts of what VTubing is and what most VTubers are like and whatnot, and that does not interest you. But I am different from that because of the things that I do, the things that I talk about, the things that I say. And I am oftentimes the only VTuber a lot of people watch because of that. I'm not even, like, most of my viewership does not even come from the VTubing space. It comes from outside of it, because the VTubing space in itself is so fucking racist. Ooh, is it much different? It's way different in the webcam space. It is way different. There are plenty of, I mean, for example, well, I could unpack that, I'm not going to, but I can say, for example, one of the largest YouTuber or Twitch streamers is Kai Cenat. That is a black man, and oftentimes his crew is like primarily black people, and they are all bigger streamers. Now we can go into a whole conversation about how a lot of those black streamers are basically like modern day minstrel shows, but I'm not unpacking that right now. But it is not the same, to answer your question, it is not the same for the webcam space. You do still experience like the racism. Like, black people are going to experience racism regardless. Like, we are always going to experience racism. But you'll oftentimes find more support and whatnot as a black creator if you are, you know, just streaming like with your face and whatnot. Than you would as a black VTuber. Hi Prism! Everything I'm making videos debunking racist takes from VTubers? No, because I'll be honest, most VTubers know their takes are racist, and like, for example, I get asked very often, I get asked so often that, if I will make videos on powder, or if I make could I make a video on banana juju? And I see no point in doing that. One, because like people that are aware of her, or like are aware of both of them, know what they do. They are just racist. Like, they've built their communities and their popularity and everything in the fact that they are racist. There's no reason for me to talk about them, because that's their entire identity, and it's not like they're going to change their minds. They know they're racist. Even if I were to debunk whatever racist claims they have and give them all the facts, they're still going to be racist. It's the same thing with like Trump supporters. They do not care about what is true. They do not care about actual facts. They don't care about any of these things. They have their racist and stupid and just completely stupid mindsets that they are going to continually perpetuate, and they will only stay in spaces that include that. Are we talking about Cha-Cha? No, I'm not even talking about Cha-Cha, but I mean, she's also, I'm talking about Powder. Yeah, I'm talking about Powder and Banana Juju. And they just don't care. They don't care. And in fact, even if they might actually know better, but you know what gets the money? Being a white girl saying the N-word. Being a white girl and saying, you know, when somebody calls me racist, I respond, okay, and? That gets them money. That gets them popularity. That gets them clout. That pays their bills. So they will continue to do it. And that is why it is called a grift specifically. Because even if they know better, even if I were to make this, pull out research papers and all of the facts, God himself come down and tell them this is true, it is them making that money. That's what it is. Oh, I have no idea, to be completely honest. I know she got into a lot of heat, because she tried to call out another VTuber for copying her when, like, congratulations, you have the most original idea of white-haired elf with purple eyes. And after that, like, failed horrendously, she went to right-wing grifting. because that's where the money was. And that's why so many people do it. Again, they will know better very oftentimes. They do not care because it gets the money. And that's why I always say, and y'all know this, and it's part of the reason why another part of the reason why I am not a bigger creator is because I will not choose money over my morals. I will never choose money over what I know and believe is right. It's never happening. That's why you'll never see me doing anything with generative AI. You'll never see me doing anything with gambling. You'll never see me doing anything right wing because I do not believe in that. That does not align with my morals. And I don't care how much they pay me. I'm not taking it. And I know everybody says, oh, everybody has a price tag. I don't. I really don't. I promise you. I promise you right now. Somebody could come into my DMs saying, I have $10 million cash. Taxes already paid on it that I will give you if you go online and start spewing this shit. And what I'm not doing it. And call me stupid because people are like, oh, you're crazy for not taking the money and whatnot. Money is not everything. So much so. So much so. Money is not everything. And I'm always going to side with my morals. It's the same thing of like, oh, what is that? Sorry, I don't know what that is. I don't know what John's doing over there. Give me a second. What the fuck was that? I don't know what he's doing. Anyways, what was I saying? Yeah, even 500, like, I'm telling you, it's the same thing of like, oh, like, how much would it cost for you to like cheat on your husband? I'm not cheating on my husband. You can tell me, I'll give you all of the money in the world. You'll be a billionaire, a trillionaire, whatever it is, for you to go sleep with another man. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it because money is not everything. Clover did a collab with a few. Yeah, Clover will end up collabing, and I mean, I think that was also before the whole thing. But to be honest, that's a lot of other VTubers do not feel the same way. Oh, thank you for the bit. You're basically fighting for attention and money with people, and people fully commit to the money stream. Yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely. And so like, I'm fine to like if I do not gain another viewer like. Right now, if my CCV stays the exact same, if I start averaging 20 viewers or 10 viewers, I'm still in this for the love of the game. I just like streaming. I like coming on here and I like having conversations with y'all. And if it means that I cannot grow anymore because I'm not ready to throw away, or I'm not going to throw away my morals to chase a bag, then that's fine. That's totally fine. I am a-okay with that. It is what it is. I'm never going to choose like a bag over my morals. And most people do not feel the same way, and that's fine. That's their choice. But like, I'm just telling y'all how I feel. As we're gonna share more draw. Yeah, exactly. It sucks. And so that's the other thing is like, you'll even have these other creators that are like, you know, loving and welcoming and whatnot, but they intentionally don't rock the boat. They know, and they will go after what will get them and like be more successful for their careers. So I'm not shocked if like Clover collabed with Sarway after that post came out or anything like that, because Sarway is a huge creator. She's able to probably VTube full time because of like how like I said, she averages over 2,000 CCV. Looking at, hold on, I'm pulling the page back up. Looking at, she currently has over 1,000 active subs. If we just assume that is, well, she's definitely partner plus. So she's getting the 70-30 split. So let's say she's getting $4 per sub times, oh, what the fuck? I started dancing. Why am I dancing? Oh, I forgot I had that set up. Just going off of saying she makes $4 per sub times, she has 1,200 right now, but I did 1,000. That's $4,000 a month she's making just off of Twitch subs, which is $48,000 a year. And again, this is one, assuming all of those are tier 1 subs when they're not. 2, I did not include all of the subs. 3, this is just Twitch that I'm talking about. She has other income streams. She is an artist. I'm pretty sure she probably sells merch and commissions and whatnot. It would make sense logically going forward if you're looking at growth for your career to interact with and collab with somebody of that scale. I would never do it myself because my morals are more important. Oh yeah, Zentreya's whole thing. Oh, I was talking about Saraway for the numbers that I just gave. Like Zentreya too. Granted, I feel a little more conflicted about Zentreya. I feel like she'd have to make an apology for what she did. I didn't even care about the military outfit. I'm blocked by Zentreya, by the way. I didn't care about the military outfit, people saying it like looks like a Nazi outfit. I didn't care about that at all. I did make a video about her because her responses to people was completely unacceptable for the size of creator that she was, and she blocked me for that, and that's fine. I don't imagine I would ever collab with her or interact with her in any space. 1, because I am blocked by her. And 2, because she perpetuates a community that does accept people like that. Like, she has people in her community that are racist. She has people in her community that are, the way, like, hating marginalized and minority people, because she does not, like, I don't have people like that in my community because I nip that shit in the butt. I say outright, hey, if you're racist, first of all, I'm a black woman, why would you be here if you're racist? But like, my communities does not accept you if you're racist, if you're sexist, queerphobic in any way, things like that. I nip that shit in the butt. Other creators specifically don't. They'll say generalized statements saying, I accept everybody. My community is all about supporting one another, and hate isn't accepted in my community. But they won't actually do anything if it was in there. And there's a reason for that. It's because those people have money and they get the money and they care about the money. That's why so many creators do not outright say how they feel and what they're aligned to and whatnot. That's why oftentimes, especially, you'll see people talk about VTubers shouldn't talk politics. Because if, for example, Iron Mouse right now, if Iron Mouse were to come out and condone, Trump, condone ICE, she would lose a big portion of her community. She knows this. Her management knows this. Big creators know this because those people have money and they give the money to her. All of these creators are only focused on the bag. And, obviously there will be some moderation if people are just like very outwardly racist, saying slurs and whatnot, and things like that. But that's really what it is they will accept everybody and anybody in their community because they pay. Because this person talking about them will get them more views to other people and whatnot. The fact that these people feel comfortable being in her community says something. That's telling. And so, like I said, I will probably never be like a larger creator. I would love to continue to grow my platform and like grow and have a bigger community and whatnot. But because I do outwardly speak on these things, most people that are into VTubers and like VTubers will never be interested in me because I will say XYZ thing. Even if we don't use Iron Mouse, we'll use Zentreya. The fact that Zentreya literally said, I don't do politics in my community. We love and accept everyone. That's a calculated statement to not piss off either side of your community because you're getting money from all of them. That's what that is. That is exactly what that is. And it's with every creator. Yes, Iron Mouse is Puerto Rican and she is like disabled and all of these things. That still does not, honestly, this kind of goes back to the thing that we were talking about earlier. Just because she's all of these things does not excuse her from, allowing like that kind of behavior. That's not, we give her a pass because she's because she is disabled. She can't leave her house. She's immune. She has she's immunocompromised, and she goes through all of these struggles and whatnot. Yeah, that sucks. It does. That doesn't mean it's okay that she harbors racists in her community, or like, and I'm not saying it's a direct thing, but it is a intentionally not discussing certain topics and not saying certain things because she knows that will piss off parts of her community. Kelly's Palestinian, and you would never know that from how he's trying to keep it. Exactly. Like that's why a lot of bigger VTubers will not say that shit. It's they're protecting their bag. And I'm just saying, and like, again, it's fine that they're doing it. You know, to each their own. If the bag is that important to you, go for it. I think it's shitty personally, but who am I to talk to say on what they're doing? I'm a small creator. I'm a small VTuber. Simply put, I am tiny compared to the scale of them, but I personally will not forego my morals for a bag. I will not allow these, like, those types of people in my community just because they will give me money. I'm not going to do it. And that's just my opinion and my personal take on these types of things. And so yeah, that's basically a synopsis of like my ranting, if you will. You know, I do know there is an ad break coming. We're gonna go to words on stream while the ads go on. Anything close to that kind of rhetoric is such a slippery. Exactly. That's why everyone, and I appreciate that. That's why I say, like, I really appreciate y'all. I would not be where I am without y'all. Y'all are incredible, and like, I know a lot of times, you know, money's rough. The economy fucking sucks. Only shitty people have the money, apparently. And so I appreciate the support that y'all can give. And even if you can't financially support, I appreciate you being here, whether you're lurking or whether you're chatting. I appreciate you being a part of my community and just supporting me in ways that you're able to, because I would, like, you know, I wouldn't be where I am without y'all. But ad break coming in. We go over the words, and then I go back to my yapping once the ad break is done. Y'all know how this works. Continue. Oh, and like, that's also why it's so. Oh, thank you for the water. I know I've been ranting so much today. It's also why too I kind of like, whenever I was talking about earlier. I know only the subscribers can hear me right now, but that's fine. What I was talking about earlier was like, I feel a type of way about people telling me how much they like my content and they like love the things that I do and I should keep it up and whatnot. But then like they'll never want to publicly like interact with me or support me or anything. Oh, what the? Hello? Oh, I lost tracking. My frames dropped. I don't know what happened there. They'll never want to interact or anything like that. And it's because they are saving face to like the community that they know they have. What I feel like. I think it is because like they know I do have, like, I am known in the VTubing space. I am known as oh, are we back? Refresh. Yeah, refresh if it froze. Yeah, I lagged for a little bit there. I don't know what happened. I have no idea what happened there, but it came back. So I think we're good. I think we're Gucci. But like, I know it's because I am known in the space. Big VTubers do know me. Like, sizable VTubers have at least seen me and know about me. But they also, like, I do have a, you know, like, what's the word I'm looking for? I don't know what the word I'm looking for is. I'm known as the bitch who's gonna call niggas out, basically. I'm known as this VTuber is going to speak her mind and talks about, you know, politics. And I have a reputation. Thank you. That's the word I'm looking for. I have a reputation. I know that I have a reputation. And so there are going to be people that want to not publicly associate with me because of the reputation that I have of, I've called out these people. I've said, things like, yeah, like Niara also has a reputation of, you know, being very openly trans and, you know, fighting for trans rights and debunking or calling out transphobic behavior and things like that. It's in the same vein of, I have a reputation of, I will call out these other VTubers. I'm very public about, I think Lolly Con and Lolly VTubers are fucking weird and things like that. Mayu, thank you for the tier 1. Thank you. Don't be racist. I have that reputation of thinking that, you know, something that is considered a pillar of VTubing, which is sexualizing models that look like children, which is crazy. I think that shit's weird. I think it's pedophilic, and I say that. I've called out these right-wing VTubers and right-wing grifting VTubers and acknowledge the fact that a lot of VTubers are fucking racist and everybody kind of just lets it slide and things like that. I have that reputation, and a lot of people have fan bases and communities that would not like me and whatnot, and so they don't publicly interact with me. And I think that's the reason, and like, you know, again, to each their own. I'm not gonna be hurt about it or anything like that. Oh my god, Muriel, my goodness! Hello, welcome in, raiders. Man, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome in, everybody. If you don't know who I am, I'm YayJBay, your two-form jester BetTuber, and I'm just yapping. I'm ranting about racism in the VTubing space. But I hope you're doing well. I hope your Dead by Daylight stream was great. If you have to raid and run, please make sure you're taking care of yourself. Stream's very tiring. And welcome in. You kick this out. It's okay. Y'all can be here. I'm not gonna kick y'all out just yet. I'll still be here for I think like another hour at least. So you can sit back, relax, go to lurk. Almost perfect. We only missed one. That was a good job though. That was a real good job. All right, let me go back to chatting. I'm gonna leave Jay alone in the woods. Why would you do that? Also, happy birthday! It's Dark Doodle's birthday! Happy birthday, Doodles! Happy birthday! Hope you had a good time. I hope you had a good day today for your birthday. The community definitely has an anti-black problem that a lot of yes, exactly. And I will call out the fact that the community has that problem. Simply put, and because the community has that problem, a lot of the community does not want to acknowledge it. I saw your fucking ceiling collapse in, Lunal. Holy shit, I'm glad you're okay and like you're able to be at a hotel. But yes, thanks for stopping by. I hope you have a good night. And yes, thank y'all for the happy birthdays for Doodles. Yes, he says he's old. But yeah, no, because that like exists and whatnot, that's why I said, like, I can't even be that mad. Or like, I'm not gonna be upset or anything and like hold it against people for not like doing anything about it. To be clear, you're not saying that certain big VTubers aren't racist themselves, but they aren't more outspoken about racism because that's the nature of the bit. Yeah, I'll be honest, I don't believe a majority of, outside of like Powder, who like her entire identity is being a like racist grifter and whatnot. I don't think Iron Mouse is racist. I would hope Zentreya is not racist. I don't think a lot of these big names and big VTubers, I know I use Iron Mouse and Zentreya, those are just the two easiest ones to grab. But like, even Clover, like Moo Clover, I don't think Moo Clover is racist whatsoever. I do believe they will not call out racism because they know that they have community members and people that support them that are racist and they don't want to piss them off. That's what I'm saying. But like a lot of the big VTubers, a lot of the big VTubers. Now, Sarway, I do believe she's racist. I'll put that out right. The fact that she literally said, you know, oh, artists should just be able to draw racist caricatures of black people. I do believe she is. But like other well-known large VTubers and whatnot, I do not believe that they are racist whatsoever. But they will never call out racism because a lot of the supporters and a lot of the people that watch VTubers and give money to VTubers, they are racist. And for their Kami Yoshi to come out and say, you know, oh, I think black people deserve rights and I think that racism is bad and things like that, and, you know, the only good Nazi is a dead Nazi. Like, for them to say that, they would piss off those people that support them. Those people would be like, oh, my she went woke. I can't believe this. Like, I don't want to support. Like, that is why those people don't say the things, like, they don't say that part. Yeah, but yeah, exactly. I even made a video saying that, like, a lot of the racism in the VTubing space will not stop unless bigger creators call it out. Like, they need to call out other creators, but they never will, because the VTubing fan base is very racist and toxic, and like, that would be, and they would lose fans over it, because they would lose support, because people would either see them as woke or see them as causing drama. And it is what it is. Oh, shit ton of backlash from those races. Yeah, like, all of the, like, hate that I have gotten, the amount of people that have, like, just told me, so many people, I literally got a comment the other day just telling me I'm racist. And people have called me all types of slur. People AI generated, like, racist caricatures of my VTuber. People have sent me death threats. Like, I have gotten so much hate because I do call this shit out. But, like, I'm also not going to stop doing it because I understand the importance of it. They also have the, like, regular content, like, YouTubers and whatnot, like Techno, or what's his name? What's his name? It's not Technoblade. Tectone, that's his name. Sorry, I got my text mixed up. Technoblade was the fucking, that was the Minecraft YouTuber who passed away, unfortunately. But Tectone, he is like notoriously racist. And again, all of these larger, I mute the screen. The first thing I hear, oh my gosh, onto someone else's one. Yeah, Technoblade was the Minecraft guy. Tectone is, like, literally an admitted right-wing grifter. He literally, I'm pretty sure, in the court of law, because he had that lawsuit because he sexually assaulted that woman. In his lawsuit, said that he shifted his content to right-winging, like, right-wing content and, like, right-wing talking points and whatnot, because that's where the money is. He is quite literally a grifter, admittedly. And that's what a lot of people do, again, is they just go down that path and whatnot, because that is where the money is. And I'm just never going to do it. I'm never going to choose money over my morals. It's not happening. Like, his father's, no, his actual father is also a rapist. Like father, like son, genuinely. Yeah, and that's the thing. So many VTubers, they're open to collabing with him. Why? Because he has a big audience. Because they are trying to grow their audience, and they don't care who they are getting in their audience and things like that. Because at the end of the day, it's about the money. It's about the numbers. That's all that matters. You are correct there. Yes. Any take he has is automatically invalid. Because of that. But that's what I'm saying, though, is that, like, I expect, that's why, like, Sarway, going back to her, she is still actively, a big VTuber, collabs with plenty of other big VTubers. I know she did a collab with, like, Cottontail and Bow and other big names like that. I don't believe Cottontail and Bow and Crowley and all of those other people are racist, even though Sarway is. I believe they do not agree with a lot of the things that she says, but this is a numbers game. And she has big numbers that they want to benefit from, and they have big numbers that she can benefit from. And that's why they collab. And also, I will say, a lot of times too, they are probably still friends with her, because racism is not a deal breaker for most people. Most people are fine to, like I said, like the people listed, they are fine to still be friends with this person, because, like, that's just her thoughts, but, like, I just, it's an agree to disagree situation. I can still be friends with somebody who has differing opinions than me. It's always the big thing that everyone wants to go to. We can still be friends and have differences in opinions. I personally cannot be friends with somebody who believes that I do not deserve rights. I can't be friends with somebody who thinks that it is justified for a police officer to shoot and kill me because I existed. I cannot be friends with somebody who thinks that I should be deported because of the color of my skin. And the fact that that's not a deal breaker for a lot of people is extremely unfortunate. But like I said, that's how normalized it is. That's just what happens. Maskoff comments that you've talked about happened right after that first lethal collab. No, and then they continued to collab. They've collabed plenty of times. What's her name? Demi collabed with her very recently too. We were separated because one was actual racist, the other one was, I don't know what you're talking about there, but send a screenshot of court records. Oh yeah, absolutely. You can. I mean, I haven't blocked it. That's the thing. That's the other thing. It's like a lot of the people that like I'm referring to and talking about, like Powder, Banana Juju, sorry, like a lot of people who are very blatantly racist. I just block them because at the end of the day, I just don't like. I don't want to see and I don't want to interact with the content of somebody who hates me. Like I don't want to see that and I don't want to interact with it whatsoever. I'm not going to support somebody who thinks that I do not deserve rights. And I feel like people should do the same. I know plenty of people that don't like me, and plenty of people have me blocked. The fact that Zentreya blocked me, I am happy that she did that because she did not like my content. She did not like something that I said, and she protected her peace by blocking me. That is the correct thing to do there. That is what she should have done. And what I was actually saying in the video she should have done from the start of the people that were criticizing her and whatnot is she should have blocked them instead of responding and thus sending her 500,000 follower count to send hate to those people and death threat them and dox them and things like that. Yeah, giving them attention is worse. I highly and heavily encourage people to mute and block people. Just mute and block them. Don't interact with them content. Don't give them the attention. That's why there's no point in me making content about covering Powder or Banana Juju or any of those people. Their entire business model is saying something inflammatory and rage baiting for people to make content of them so more people get their eyes on their content. That's the entire stick. So I just encourage people to block and move on. I'm not going to give you more attention by making a video on you that's going to stay on my page and people can find it. And even if the racists find it, they can be like, oh, let me go follow this person because they're a fellow racist and I should go support them and stuff like that. I just say block, mute, block, and move on. And when I see people block me, I just block them back because the way that Twitter works, which it's so fucking stupid that even if you're blocked, you can see somebody's content. But if somebody has me blocked, I'll just block them back. If you don't want to see my content, I also don't want to see your content. And that's just what it is. And I heavily encourage that other people do that. Just block and move on from a lot of these inflammatory people. So like Tectone, for example, I have him blocked. I've had him blocked for like eternity. I block people very easily. If I see that you're racist or I see that you're transphobic or homophobic, sexist, whatever it is, I'm just going to block you and move on. On YouTube as soon as they popped up. Exactly. Like, I don't want to see you. I don't want to see you. I don't want to interact with you. I don't want to interact with your fan base. When your fans come to my page, I just go and block them too because I'm not interested. It is a waste of time. Y'all are just racist. I'm a black woman. There's no coming to a consensus or anything like that. Yeah, and also staying off Twitter in general. I unfortunately use it because every VTuber uses Twitter, and I'm trying to be friends with like other VTubers and whatnot because I met a lot of them at Offkind. They're really nice and cool and whatnot. But yeah, no, that's really just like what it is. And so, like I said, I would never. If I were to ever become friends with like Bao or Cottontail, like those are other larger VTubers I can think of now that I've gone past Iron Mouse and Zentreya. Like Bao, Cottontail, Krelly, I'm friends with Clover. I do love Clover. It does suck that racism is not a deal breaker for her. But like that's her choice at the end of the day, and like my friendship to her and me knowing who she is as a person and that she does not like stand for any type of like hatred like that is like all that I can really focus on and care about and whatnot. So if I were to ever be friends with like Cottontail or Bao or Krelly or any of those other Demi, for example, I do think it sucks that they would be friends with racists, but like I can't like, try to police everybody's like thoughts and whatnot. And I understand they're trying to make a living. VTubing is like a lot of these people's full-time job. They pick money over morals, and like that is what it is. I personally, and that's all this is, it's just my personal takes and my personal opinions, is I won't ever do that. Pleased to hear that Deja was a fan of yours. Yeah, yeah, that's awesome. No, that's so awesome. Um, but yeah, so that's why, like, I, I think I lost my train of thought there. That's why, like, I'll still be friends with those people. I myself am not going to be friends with racist people. I will most likely never be friends with Saraway. Saraway very much does not like black people, so I doubt that me and her would ever interact and become friends. I would never be in a collab that she is in, even if all of my other friends were in it, because she's racist. She does not like black people. So it just is what it is. Gary can't support and many others can't, so I'm sure that, yeah, it's, no, well, that's the thing, is a lot of people, like, again, y'all have to remember, I know I fucking blanked, no thoughts behind my eyes, they really they really just all left. You have to remember, again, like I said, the VTubing space is very racist. So these people collabing with known racists does not impact them whatsoever. If anything, it will boost their numbers, because they're getting in front of a new audience. They're getting in front of that VTuber's audience, and they might doubt, like, the people in their audience might have never seen these other girls, and oh, they're a friend of my Oshi, let me go like watch their content and see their stuff and whatnot. So no, it most likely does not impact them whatsoever to collab with. Now, I would say it would impact them to collab with, because with Saraway specifically, how Jay and I become what? God, that shit was so funny. With Saraway specifically, her racism is not blatant. It's not like upfront. So it is very easy for people to also, like, whatchamacallit, it's very easy for people to use benefit of the doubt, or for you to have benefit of the doubt for people in saying that, like, oh, because technically the post that Sari made, that like I made the video on, she deleted that post pretty quickly. It was only up for a couple hours. And she says things that are like microaggressions, but a lot of times they are, one, deleted, and two, in like streams that like people don't take clips of and whatnot. Yeah, her racism is built on plausible deniability. And that's the other thing too, is people defended what she said of, oh, she's French, she doesn't understand that it's racist and whatnot. Yes, she does. But it is built on plausible deniability, and so it's not very upfront and apparent like people like Powder and Banana Jujus are. So if somebody like Clover, for example, were to collab, or if we were to go with Bao, if Bao were to collab with Powder, that would actually negatively impact her, because that is her showing her association to somebody who is a known racist, built their platform on racism. Sari's platform is not built on racism. It's built on her VTubing and her art. And like the racism is just an underlying factor that isn't well known, and people can like give her the benefit of the doubt of. And so it does not impact somebody like Bao or somebody like Cottontail or even Clover to be interacting and collabing with like somebody like her. Like it would not impact in the same way. So yeah. French I know anyway, so what's next? I'm gonna say the grass is orange. Yeah, she has a reputation too, but again, there's all the plausible deniability. She can just say, "Oh, I'm not well versed with drawing darker skin tone, so I don't want to take commissions for that," right? She can say, "Oh, I am French. I didn't realize. I've always been around, white people and whatnot. I didn't realize the racism around it." It's all around plausible deniability. Since people have to defend a clear racist person regarding it. And that's the other thing too, is like, so many people, whenever I made that video, so many people commented, "Damn, I did not know that she was like this. I was a big fan of her content. It sucks to find this out because it is not well known, and because it like that tweet, for example, was deleted. People would not know if they didn't like see the video that talked about it. So that's what happens. That's what happens oftentimes, and like it sucks. It sucks. But at the end of the day, people are going to make their choices, and I am not responsible for everybody else. I'm responsible for myself. I'm responsible for my community. I take charge of and am aware of the people that are in my community and what, what perception of myself and my community I put out there. And that's all I can do. And that's all I can be responsible for. I can talk about these things with y'all. Obviously, like basically everybody in here agrees. That's why you're here, is because you agree with a lot of the takes that I have and whatnot. But at the end of the day, like it just is what it is. Oh yeah, Filion's another one. You are very correct on that. Filion is also another one that gets away with the plausible deniability. That's the thing, is a lot of big creators get away with like the plausible deniability for the racism. And the fact that other creators of their size will not call them out on it is the entire problem. Like that is the issue. That's the issue, and that's what I talked about like literally over a year ago at this point, when I made my post saying that there is a lot of racism and queer phobia and whatnot in the space, that we would see changes in the space if larger creators called them out, but they never will, because it would impact their numbers and it would impact their money, and they will always choose their money over their morals. That just is what it is. See you. I'm so sorry, Winnie. But you want to keep their yeah, exactly. That's why people fence it. That's why people don't call it out. It just is what it is. And so I just I call out what I see. I talk with y'all about it, but I just have to keep it pushing. I really do. I can't I can't like try to go through and like, I'm not going to, because a lot of times what I'm not going to waste my time trying to good night. I'm not gonna waste my time trying to like educate people or anything like that, when like all of the information is out there. You can find it if you want, but like these people know what they're doing at this point. And so I just protect my peace. I'll yap about it, but I block and I move on, like I encourage other people to do. If people don't like my content, I say this all the time. I know a lot of people don't like me. Block me, please. Just block me, because I'm not going to change what I'm doing. I'm still going to talk my shit. I'm also going to, I play my games and whatnot. My Mondays are normally my primarily yapping streams, and then I get to gaming for the rest of the week. And that's what's gonna happen this week. We have a big collab for tomorrow for Big Walk. I'm playing Monster Hunter Wilds with one of my friends on Wednesday. If I do stream Thursday, I think it's another collab of gaming. I do my gaming, but like I also will talk, like I'll have the harder conversations, if you will, because I'm not afraid to. So we're used to watch creators like take myself on. I'm very proud of you. And that's the other thing, is I'm very proud of people that know that they are in those circles and get out of them. Because that is, so many people just stay in that circle and stay in that loop and stay in that stuff and do not take the time to educate themselves and learn better and do better and whatnot. So what if I want, well, I would educate you, Smalls, but you don't need education. You know these things. So yeah, like and that's the thing, is I also accept the fact that like, because I do talk my shit and whatnot, there are creators that do not want to interact with me. I acknowledge that, and I would love to be friends with a lot of these creators, but I know they would never ever interact with me. For example, Iron Mouse. I would love to be able to talk with Iron Mouse, collab, anything like that. Iron Mouse would most likely never in her right mind like show any type of public support or interactions with me, because I do talk about these things. And instantly her community would, like, those people, and you know what I mean by those people, but those people in her community would say, oh, don't you know that Gay J-Bay is a racist and a hypocrite, and says that she doesn't like lolicons when she is one, because that's the fucking mental gymnastics they went through, and has another thing that I've heard is apparently I harassed Iron Mouse. That's the thing, is like these people have like, there's whatever people want to say about me is gonna get said, and like at the end of the day, I'm just going to keep doing what I'm doing. My community and the people that know me know who I am, and that's all I can worry about. That's all I can worry about. There's no use trying to worry about all of these other things when I have no control over it. So simply put, you know, white supremacy after all. Yes, sheep, you are correct. You are correct. But not having any hobbies does so much for truly. You what? Explain what? What am I explaining? That people lie about me? What am I explaining? She ate my couch, she ate my car. Oh my gosh. Say you have a white friend, you can't yes. You're so right. Yeah, I have a white friend. Of course I can't be racist. Yeah, I house white people for free. I let white people live in my house for free. I can't possibly. Oh my god. Jay stole my monster that dog. Oh man. But yeah, no, it's just, that sounds crazy without context. Yes. But yeah, no, I'll always just be responsible for myself and my community, and that's it. And that's important. Um Security and comfortability, but I lose myself as a person at the very least. I can't live. Yeah, yeah. You got that reverse slavery bait. Oh my god. Oh my god. Y'all are cracking me up. Y'all are cracking me up with this. But yeah, no, that's I think that's your girls ranting for today. I feel like I've covered basically everything. Um like I say all the time, I appreciate y'all so much. Um I again, I literally would not be here without y'all. I would not have that silly purple check mark by my name without y'all and without y'all's support. I love coming on here and talking with y'all, and I love that I can have these conversations even when people tell me like, because obviously I've been told plenty of times, you know, you should stop talking about politics, like you should stop talking politically, you should stop calling out bigger VTubers and whatnot. That's going to, you know, hurt your growth, that's going to hurt like your brand and whatnot. But I don't want people to, I don't want there to be any misconceptions. I don't want people to think that I think like shit like that's okay. I want it to be very well known when you're joining my community, you know that I don't stand for racism. I won't stand for queer phobia. I won't stand for any of those things. And I am going to be true to myself and true to who I am. And I am going to let y'all know that. And you know, if I never, like I said, if I never grow, if I never get another viewer in my chat again, if I only like crash and like I end up only streaming to fucking 5 people, that's fine, because at the end of the day, I kept my morals. I stood 10 toes down, and I will never be ashamed of doing that. Simply put. But yeah, like I said, I appreciate y'all. I'm glad that I do inspire a lot of you. Um, I think it's absolutely incredible, that I do, and that people look up to me, and that I have the community that I do. Um, Jay reiterating why she's copy Oshi material yet again. Just stop. Using your platform responsibly and for good is good. Yes, and that's the other thing, is that like y'all have given me a platform that I feel that I should like, I can use and I should use to like say these types of things. So I'm talking about Jay, please, we're getting our ass kicked by please, please. But yeah, no, let me find, who can I throw y'all at? I don't know who I can throw y'all at right now. Honestly. Oh, Blanc is streaming. I can throw y'all at Blanc. I love industrial what? You know, sure, why not? Thank y'all for all coming by. Thank y'all for hanging out with me. Yeah, like I said, y'all know I love and appreciate you so much, but your girl is getting kind of hungry. And I gotta eat dinner. Maybe you wanna do like educational workshop, or maybe you wanna make educational workshops. Yeah, like again, I'm so honored that like y'all see me as an inspiration, and y'all like see the things that I do, and it inspires you to do like to do your own thing, to like, you know, build up your own brand, shift your content, do other things. Like the fact that I've inspired people to, you know, get back into VTubing, or really like be true to themselves and not be afraid to speak out, because like I said, and like it's well known that a lot of people will kind of like, they will tell you a very common piece of advice in VTubing is don't talk about politics. Don't talk about these types of things because, you know, it hurts your growth. You're just trying to get the bag. You're just trying to get the bag, so it doesn't matter who you get the bag from. And that just, it's not the case. It's not the case for me, and I'm glad other people can realize that like you can talk about these things and not be afraid to do it. But that's enough ranting for me. That's enough yapping for me. There's the raid message. I'm gonna throw you over to Blanc. Very cool guy. I got to hang out with him a bit at Off Kai. Him and like that whole friend group are so awesome. Definitely go support him. My favorite little Italian linguist. Yeah, also, Dougie is correct. Everything is politics. Everything is political. But again, I'm done ranting. I'm done yapping for today. Y'all, I'll see y'all tomorrow. Tomorrow we got a big collab. It won't be much yapping like on like with chat type of situation, but we are playing the big walk with a bunch of homies. I'm super excited for that. So I will be live again tomorrow at 7 p.m. CST. I hope y'all have a wonderful rest of your day, night, whatever time it is for you, and let's get this raid started. Bye-bye!